Hello, children. I'm back with the next chapter of history Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Let's start. We will start with the topic The Age of Social Change. Children, we have studied French Revolution. We studied in French Revolution that society was changing. Society was now opened up to the changes. Both in Europe and Asia, ideas of individual rights were emerging. New authority for social power were discussed. Now people started discussing new ideas. Children, we are talking of an era where there were no nation state. But people began to realize that the current ongoing situation is not going to last. They have to do something. They did not want to remain as subject of monarch, and these ideas had begun to spread throughout the Europe and Asia. In India, Raja Rammohan Roy and Desrosiers started talking and debating on the significance of French Revolution and the revolutionary ideas that were emerging in Europe and Asia. Children, every society have problem of its own kind. Now people were coming up with different ideology, strategies to deal with them. Similarly, in 19th and 20th century, socialism became the strategy to deal with the present situation. So children, this chapter is divided into two parts. First, we will study about socialism and then we will study how socialism led to Russian Revolution. Now we will talk about liberals, radicals and conservatives. In French Revolution, we have learned that society was divided into estates. Now we will discuss about new form of division: liberal, radicals and conservatives. This division was based on three different type of ideologies and belief. These groups were very different in their opinion and thought process. Now we will discuss about them one by one. Let's start with liberal. Liberalism means freedom. So definitely these people believed in secular ideas. They believed that all religions should be equal and at the same time they were opposing dynastic rule in Europe. They were against the idea of hereditary transfer of power, which was, according to them, not correct. Rather, liberals believed it should be based on merit. So they were against the dynastic culture in Europe. And at the same time, they wanted elected representatives, that is, government by consent of people, and they wanted a parliament. But there was a problem in this also. Liberals were not at all democratic. They did not believe in voting rights for everyone. So they were not that liberal. They only thought voting rights are supposed to be only for property owning men. Children, means men who own property will have the voting rights. They did not want the voting right for women also. Also, they believed in private property, means one or an individual can own property. Now coming to the next group of people, that is radicals. Radicals, wherever you hear the word radical, you know it means extreme. And these people were definitely extreme, but in a positive way. They also wanted a nation in which government was based on the majority of a country's population. They supported voting right for women also. They believe in voting right for everybody, including women. Radicals oppose the privilege of great landowners and wealthy factory owners. They were not against the existence of private property, but dislike concentration of property in the hands of a few. The radicals believe that on the basis of property, society gets divided into oppressed and oppressor. They had problem from this negative aspect. So they did not want the concentration of property in the hands of only few people. Means society should not be divided among haves and haves not. They wanted equality. Now coming to conservatives. These were third kind of people who were different from liberals and radicals. Children, conservatives were the people who opposed any kind of change. So they were opposing radicals as well as liberals. But before French Revolution, extreme conservative ideology was existing. Basically, they were not even open to the idea of any kind of change. But after French Revolution, they realize society can have some positive change. There is no harm in it. But even then also, the conservatives wanted slow and gradual change. After French Revolution, the conservative people tried opening up, but only to a slow and gradual kind of change in the society. They believed that the past had to be respected. Children, we saw that the liberals, radicals, and conservatives were having differing ideas about societal change. Because of this difference, they clashed during the social and political turmoil or disturbance that were going on in the society after the French Revolution. Children, what we discussed till now was political change going on in the Europe. Now we are going to discuss the economic changes. When all these political things were going on at the same time, entire world was going through a new revolution. And this new revolution is known as Industrial Revolution. Means it was a period when industries were coming up. So now social and economic changes were coming up. Technologies were coming up. New industries were coming up. So what happened? Wherever there were industries, people started living around that area. Soon the industries came, industrial cities also came up. Now you know, railways expanded and the industrial revolution occurred. But industrial revolution did not bring positive changes in the society. With this industrial revolution, there were negative problems and negative changes in the society. So first problem was men, women, children, everyone were working in factories. Working hours were very long and wages at the same time were very less because population was more in Europe and employment was less. So people were ready to work on low wages because the population was more people were there wanted to work, but the employment was very less. Even after industrial revolution, unemployment was very common because the population was very high. So seeing these problems in the society, liberals and radicals thought of finding some solution. So they started thinking. But there was a problem. It was that most of these industries were owned by the property owners individually. In fact, some of liberals and radicals themselves were the property owners and employers. They wanted the benefit of the industrialization to reach to the workforce, and they believed that healthy and educated citizens would be more productive for the economy. Some liberals and radicals wanted revolutions which could end all kind of government established in Europe in 1815. This nationalist became revolutionaries and worked to overthrow existing monarch in France, Italy, Germany and Russia. They talked of nations where all citizens would have equal rights. Giuseppe Mazzini, who was an Italian nationalist, conspired with others to achieve this in Italy. The story of these nationalist revolution was also read elsewhere in the world, including India. With this, we come to the end of this session. In the next session, we will discuss the coming of socialism in Europe and support of socialism.